All right, Jason here from newtonswave.com, and in this live broadcast I'm going to show you how to make lots and lots of money by trading scientifically. So let's get straight into this. Okay, so here we've got the candlestick price pattern, and as you know, prices go up and prices go down. But here's the question I want to ask you, which is really, really important, because trading is a science. What do you think makes the price go up and makes the price go down? Well, traditionally, people think lots of things can affect the prices. Let me give you some examples. People think that if lots of shares and lots of crypto are bought over a short or long period of time, the price is going to go up. Traditionally, many people are taught and think that if lots of shares or crypto are sold, then the price will go down. Traditionally, many people think that if there's a news flash on Twitter or the Financial Times or on Sky News about, say, Tesla shares, SHIB, Elon, etc., a big whale has sold trillions of crypto, the price is going to go down. Or conversely, if Elon Musk decides to buy on a 10 trillion Elon, the price is going to go up. Now that is what I used to believe and hold fast to when I first started trading. And that's what many people still believe. They won't have it any other way. But I said to you that trading is a science. And I'm going to show you right now what makes the price go up and down. And not only that, I'm going to show you how you can predict price movement. All right, so let's get straight into this. Let me just take these images off the screen here. There we go. Now, science is basically how things work. Now, in the universe, there's lots of incredible things, lots of forces, gravity, stuff like that, right? Different forces. But the very fabric and the essence of our universe, right, where signals travel down, there's millions of different waves. So here's an example of some of those waves. As you can see on here, you've got radio waves, you've got infrared waves, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays. Now, basically, a signal, as I said, travels down that wave. You can get short waves, you can get long waves, right? Different frequencies of waves. But regardless of whatever wave it is, the signal will follow the contours of that wave. Right. So, as you can see there, that's a very broad spectrum from atomic nuclear physics to atoms to molecules. Information and signals are all transmitted by waves. That's a fact. So let me move it up to the next level now. Now this is your brain, or it's my brain, or it's someone's brain. But interesting, look at that, right? So waves is the scientific connection here that I'm trying to put over to you, right? Because trading is a science. Brain waves, that is exactly what they look like on a computer screen. Back in Newton's day, they would use a prism to see light waves. Today, they use computers to see all kinds of different waves. Heart waves on a heart monitor, right? Brain waves, they use computers, all that kind of stuff. Technology's really come on, right? So they're brain waves. See, they go up, they go down, right? Let's bring something else on now. All right, now this is interesting. This is a sound wave. Can you see the similarities and how they look? But nevertheless, the function is the same. A signal travels down the wave. You get low frequency, high frequency, right? Short waves, long waves. But nevertheless, a wave is a wave is a wave, right? Let me bring another one onto the scene here. This is light waves. Look at that. So you've got brain waves, sound waves, and light waves. Light travels down these waves, right? They cannot travel unless they follow the contours of this wave. That's how the signal, the propulsion of the signal, the strength of the propulsion, the wave, the contours of the wave, that's how signals move. Okay, so that said, let me show you coming on to the trading. So what's this got to do with trading, you're asking? Well, these are called sine waves. Scientists have discovered that the trading signal moves along a sine wave, particularly, right, the contours of a sine wave. Do you know what sine wave is behind price movement, which makes the price go up and down? I didn't know. Let me show you what it is. This is called Newton's wave, right? Scientists called this particular wave Newton's wave because Isaac Newton, he did a lot of research with waves. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because below you can see here, you've got the candlestick price pattern, which people examine, right? They try and work out, by the ups and downs and different candlestick prices from the support and the resistance where it's going to go next. But it is just a shadow. The candlestick price pattern actually follows the contours of the wave. When Newton's wave goes up, the price goes up. When Newton's wave goes down, the price goes down. So how do we know, right? What are some of the reasons that we know that a wave is responsible for the direction of the price candlestick movement? Well, let me tell you, if there was no ceiling and there was no support, then things would just go up and up and up and up forever. Tesla price would just go up to the moon. SHIB would just go up to the moon, in one swift, thrust. But due to the Fibonacci, right, tools we've got, Fibonacci different levels, that things hit a resistance, they come back down, they reload, and then they get a cock up again, right? They can reload, as it were, right? Cock and reload, right? So just like a stairways goes up, that's how it works. The waves of the sea are exactly the same. Gravity is behind it, right? And so that is what I wanted to show you. The candlestick price pattern follows the contours of this electromagnetic sine wave. Now, the electromagnetic sine wave is on a micro scale, but ultimately on the macro wave, Newton's wave, inevitably it's going up, right? What propels the signal down that wave? Well, it's the frequency of the buying and selling which gives it the power. It's like the wind in the sails, okay? But the price will follow the contour of Newton's wave. So how does that help you as a trader? Well, let me give you a quick example here. Here's how I trade, and many other clever people trade by using science, and they're not tossed hither and thither by news flashes or pump and dump media hype, right? So this is Newton's wave. So let me show you how it helps me to make money and helps other savvy traders who use science to make money. Now, these waves basically all have peaks when they're magnified to a certain amount. And you can count the peaks to get your entry and exit points spot on, right? So let me show you how this would work, right? So in this instance, right, so from this point here, from this peak here, right, that would be my exit point, right? So obviously I'd come off right there. But then, as I said, everything's divisible by 3 on the Newton wave peak. So let me show you how this works, right? So I would count, in this instance, 3 peaks. So let me turn the price off and show you something amazing here. I would class that as peak 1. That would be peak 2. And this would be peak 3. At the bottom of peak 3, where it bottomed out, that would be my entry point. Right there, which I'm going to make green. I'm not going to bring the price back up there. As you can see, I'm just using the electromagnetic sine wave to guide my entry and exit points, because, as I said, the price is following the contours. If I'm right, then this experiment should hopefully match up. Right, so my next exit point would be here at the peak. So I'm going to make that red because we don't want to stay in the trade anymore. And this is the point now, right? So let's get another count in here. So there's peak 1, peak 2, peak 3. Now remember, on different time frames, all the peaks are divisible by 3. And also, as the electromagnetic wave expands, right? It goes from small, medium to large. So the next level is going to have more peaks than the lower level, etc. Okay, so this particular peak here would be 4. This particular peak here would be 5. And hopefully this will be 6. Well, not hopefully, I know that. Just saying that to fill the time in there. So there you go. So now I would enter the trade right here, right there. And then I would exit the trade on this peak here. So let's see, right, how accurate this electromagnetic sine wave is. Let's bring the candlestick price pattern in here. Let's see if we would have got a good trade here. So there you go. Look at that. Amazing. Right. So just to confirm, I would have come in here. Right. So let me put a little X marks the spot. I would have come in here. Look. And so let's see if I would have made any money on that. Well, there you go. I'd have made that entire gain there. I would now exit on the red vertical line. Right. I'd then count 6 peaks. I would then enter where the green line is. And so from here to here, I would have made all that gain. And in fact, I did. I made $190,000 on this particular trade using an electromagnetic sine wave. So it's up to you what you want to believe, whether you believe that Twitter and the Financial Times and all the pump and dump stories are responsible for price movement, or you can believe that science is behind, right, price movement. Just like, if we go back here, just like, remember this, so let me just turn this off now and show you this, right? Just like we know sine waves exist, just like all the information, light is carried down light waves, sound waves, and brain waves. Waves carry information down through our universe, different types of waves, and the information follows the contours of that wave. So there you go. That's what I wanted to show you in this particular video, that trading isn't unpredictable. Trading is an actual science. And if you tap into that science and utilize it and count the peaks, you can make a lot of money. You can predict your entry and your exit points with incredible accuracy. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. My name's Jason from Newton's Wave. You take care.